I've never used like memory training or anything like that. 10 years ago, I was the one that would say, I'm not good with names, I'm sorry, I'm going to forget your name. And like I just wrote it off, that was not something I could do. So this is like one of the hardest things I've ever done. I mean, it's really, really hard. I focus very, very hard. And the thing that I want to be clear, I'm sorry if I get emotional, you are worth remembering. Forgive me if I forget your name.
Everybody but you.
All right, so we'll do the same format last year. So everybody on their feet, and then when I say your name, sit down. So
I'll
you'll be able to
one
see
time.
as we go around, okay? So, and again, wish me luck because it's not going to be lost. So. All right, so let's start up here at the front. You know, we've got Sean and Johnny and...
What?
Thank you, Dave. You can sit down. All right, so we've got Andrea. Richard is usually with her. He's Richard the Lion Rider. He's not here right now. So Andrea, Christine, Scott, Donovan, Derek, Josh, Chris, Lori, who usually is over there, so you're throwing me off. Kristen, Dan the Man, Scott, Nathan, Catherine, Roberta, Kathleen, Heather, Jen, Allison, Sherry, Amy, Randy, Mark. No. No, there are no drugs involved. I actually don't drink either, so, or drink coffee, so this is all Ben. All right. So we've got Nathan, Matt, who doubles as a part-time Thor, so in case, you know, you meet him, he can lift the hammer. If you would like to see it, I'm sure he can show you that. We've got Tom, Angie, Matt, who always covered his tag every time I walked up. Every single time. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Nicole, Vicky, Audrey. This is Tom and Jennifer, who I met the first night. Very cool couple. Daniel and Laura, who last year were not sitting next to each other, and this year they are. Thank you for that. Yes, that makes my life much easier. This is Kelly, who goes by Kendra, which is an awesome pen name, if I do say so myself. I met her when I came in from the airport. We've got Frank Bakes, which is the name she told me she preferred. So, but she does not bake. So let's be clear that Bakes is the name.
420.
Then we've got Laura. Thank you for the memory device. She was very helpful with that. Kristen. We've got Kate and Jennifer. Yes. And then Laura Lee, right? Very good. We've got Jeff and Judy. Her husband's name is Paul. He's not here, but I met him the first night, so also very happy. Excuse me. All right, so let's start swinging back. So we've got Lindsay, Michael, who's from Mexico, which is awesome. We've got Marcel. She's one of the nicest people I've met. So just let's be clear. Everyone probably knows that already, so I apologize. So Adam, Natasha, who is part-time Black Widow, so she's Dora over here. I mean, they're good friends. We've got Kurt, Micah, Kathy, right? Shanta and Hartley, Anna, Castle, right? Which, where did I miss out on this last name lottery? I mean, Castle is the last name. I would totally use that as my writing name. Even better. I mean, why did I not do that? Ellen, adorable Anna. So raise your hand. This is still the adorable Anna. Everyone should know that. Okay? Christopher Fox, apparently the younger one. Sorry. Not the more attractive one, so we're clear. You're fine. So Christopher Fox, you're good. Steve? Yes. All right. Olivia, Jordan, Mary, and Liam. Is it not Mary? It is, or Mary Ann.
Uh-oh.
I'll answer to anything but Mary Anus, but it's Mary Agnes.
Oh, Mary Agnes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I heard Mary first. I apologize. Mary Agnes. Okay. Mary Agnes. All right. Shannon, who her name online was Mia, which made that really challenging. Thank you, Shannon. We've got Mary, Josh. This guy's awesome, by the way. Everyone should meet Josh. Come up after him. Everybody swarm this guy right here. All right, so we've got Dean, Victoria, and Emily, the podium people right here, which are, like, amazing. They're just phenomenal. We've got Michael, who also covered his name tag and gave me false names every time I came up. Every single time he walked by. My name's Bill. It was terrible. Thanks for that. You can sit down now. Thank you. I appreciate that. Amy, Amber, Jasmine, right? Wes, Dan, John, Ernie, Charles, Robin, Carrie, Kilgore, right? That's your pen name? Even better. Jason, which is your husband, right? Very good. For the record, that's Patrick, the sound guy. That's Patrick, the sound guy. And the video guys are Chris and Gilby. Is that correct? All right. All right, very good. Okay. So we've got Vic, Annika, Honorary Quarter, who's one of the best people I know. She's just amazing. So, she's great. Beth, thank you. Claire, Barry, Erica, Julie. I love Julie. Julie's amazing. She is awesome as well. Terry, Kat, Craig, Scott, Katie, who's just, you're just awesome. Thank you. So we've got Katie, and then we've got Jen, who my memory device for her is dang it Jen, because I kept forgetting her name. So that is her memory device for her. We've got Charity. All right, so this is Carrie in the middle, and I'm calling him out in the middle because his wife is up front, so before I forget, because they're attached together. Dean? No, Brad. Brad, there we go. Jennifer. Heather, thank you for sitting by each other. I did not ask them to do that. I did not. Thank you very much. Bill, right? Rebecca, Gary, Angela. Jamie, you're awesome. Jamie, Danielle. All right, so we've got Scott, Glenn, Michelle, Alexandra, not Alexandria, Alexandra. Okay, hold on, I gotta take a breath. Thank you. Okay, sorry. Lindsay, Chance, Jenna. I'll come back to the people on the wall once I've got them. So this guy right here. Okay, so this is Blaine. I won't tell the whole story, but he confused my name, and we are in the same Bear B&B. And he came up to me and said, "Your name's Eric, right?" No. No, but you look like the guy that's staying with me. No, that's still me. Okay, so I told the story. Sorry. Rick and Emily, thank you. Shell, Jackie, Michelle, John, who last year was one of the holdouts for me. John, thank you. Lisa Marie, Kate, Lori, Carol, very good, Parker, thank you. Okay, so Lori also. Thanks for all the Loris, by the way. I'm going to call on all of the Loris all at once. I should have said it once and had all the Loris sit down. That would have made it easier. Levi, Julie, always still calls me George. Knowing what my name is, she still calls me George. Thank you, Julie. Yeah. Yet she remembers George. Jim, Calvin, Kelly, who also gave me a lot of flack. So she is surprisingly funny. She's great. Ariana, right? Good. You made me sweat. You just looked at me like, no, that's not it. Thanks for that. Leslie, we've got Lindsay and Lindsay. You guys are great. Thank you for sitting by each other. Tara, this right here is Sarah. Let's see if I can pronounce the right name. Negovetic. Oh. The Mount Everest of names right there. Marty, Maya, Michael, Patrick, Ryan, Alyssa. I almost said Elisa. I did. I almost did. I had a hard time with that last year. She's one of those I did remember, though, so that made it better. Mendy, is that correct? Bobby, Jesse, Mike and Oliver, right? And, let's see, Justin. Yes. Now, I don't see him, but Jim was the one that called me out earlier, and he used to sit right here. So wherever Jim is, Jim, you can go ahead and sit down. I still love you. Okay. Deb, Carol. Carol was difficult. Carol, Saran, beautiful name. To a beautiful person, I might add. Amy, Christopher Fox. I won't say it. Amy, the amazing Amy. Clark, Tammy, Adam. I almost said Damien again. Damon. Diane. For the record, Diane is the one I forgot the most of anyone in the room. I have no idea why. But the name just...
You're not important.
Diane. Kelly. Jason. Christy. Thank you. No, I should have asked everyone to turn their tags around, but I am not looking down, for the record. Okay, so along the side wall over here. Did I get everyone over here? Scott, did I get you? Okay, good. All right. So, just in case. All right. So, Garen, Mark, Andre, Kevin. Thanks. Also, someone to give me false names. And who was it that encouraged other people? Scott. Where is Scott? Tried to tell other people to give me false names. Thanks for that, Scott. Thank you for not listening to him. I appreciate that. So, Andre, Kevin, Carlin, and Juliet. Awesome people. Bonnie, David, Julie, Pete, Ashley, Derek. Yesenia is right here. I did not forget. I am not doing it. This was so hard.
We were going, if you were going to do it next year, we were going to, like, while you were, like, looking back there, we're going to take this whole row and just put in a whole new people.
Thank you, Dave.
How do you do it?
Okay, so I've been asked this question a number of times, and since it is actually very important. So most of the time when you meet someone, your mind is everywhere. You're thinking about other things, you're thinking about what you're going to do later that day, you're thinking about your work. When you meet someone, devote 100% of your attention. And I don't mean 95%, I mean 100% of your attention to that person. Remember their name. Repeat their name just a few times in your mind, and you'll remember 3/4 of everyone you meet. So someone like Nathan here, who I met his wife Stephanie, who is also a gem. She's just awesome. And he did magic and all kinds of cool stuff. When you pay attention to people, you will be stunned by how amazing people are. And the truth is that everyone likes to be remembered. Everyone wants to be remembered.
So, how do you remember so many people in such a short, like, I can remember somebody if I talk to them, but not like 200 or 150 different people. How the hell do you do that?
It's the difference between just meeting them and knowing them. So, let me think of a good example. So, Bobby. I got a chance to talk to Bobby last year and this year, but she stuck out just because I met her, I talked to her, and so I knew her. She was a person I knew, not someone I met. She was someone that I knew. And so, like last night to today, I remember about 80% of the names that I met, of the people that I met in the last 2 days, and I forgot 20%. Those 20% of the people that I talked to very briefly, so like 60 seconds. But everyone else, they were a person to me that I had met, I'd interacted, I knew a little bit about their books. I mean, there's a bunch of things I didn't go into because last year I took a lot of time, but I know facets about what books you write and different, like, hobbies and things that you like to do.
Do you remember the people from last year, any of them?
I remember about 30. Probably like 50, 60, but some weren't here, so I started this with knowing 30 plus the spouses. I think that it was 250 total.
And what were you saying about memory devices?
Memory devices, so this does help. So when you meet someone, if something stands out to you, use it. A visual memory is always better than just a word, a text string.
So how would you remember me if you're just me?
Dave, you can't be forgotten.
You're just meeting me for the first time, though. What visual thing? Like
Deadpool.
Okay.
I would think, in my mind, I would think Deadpool Dave. Deadpool Dave.
Ben, I do not have the word for how remarkable you are. Really.
Thank you.
That is
Thank you
amazing.
so much.